Hey folks, this is your host, the one, the only Thrifty Gamer 83 here. You know, quite recently I got a Tendak RCA 2 HDMI upscaler and I decided, you know, maybe it's time to take a good look at it. And looking at it on my PlayStation 2 and of course the backwards compatibility of PlayStation 1 titles, I'm not disappointed at all in the investment. It plays well with VLC in 720p and 1080p. It doesn't really work with my HD DVR 2.5 software, so I'll have to record things in a RAW format, but for right now it's just taking a look at the 720p of both Final Fantasy X and The Legend of Dragoon. It really does do justice to these titles on a high definition screen, and it's really a nice conversion to look at. This is something which I'm honestly enjoying, and I feel just breathes new light and brings in just more textured detail. In Final Fantasy X, as opposed to the composite, you can actually see the wind blowing the grass around, the trees around, if you just stand and look. It's a very nice visual quality. It's very nicely scaled, and as well with Legend of Dragoon, playing it on RCA, the colors were kind of soft to me. They weren't really that type of role-playing nor that I've been accustomed to with Legend of Dragoon. I guess it's just my tastes in gaming, and taking a look at both titles with the Tendak, they both stand well when using a converter. They both have a lot more detail to them than I remember in the past. Of course, that was playing off of either RF modulation, S-video, or composite, as I mentioned before. But playing it on a Tendak, just using the upscaling, it's a nice touch. It would never compete with the FrameMeister, and it's by no means designed to. It's just designed to give gamers like myself, Thrifty Gamer 83, yeah, thrifty, being frugal and all, it's designed to give gamers like myself just a little bit of that taste of fine retro gaming goodness. And as well, looking at both titles, looking at Final Fantasy X and The Legend of Dragoon, I really missed a game like Legend of Dragoon, and I'm so happy to have it back in my library. I bought it when I was a teenager, and I don't really know what happened to it. It may have gotten lost in a move. It may have gotten lost when I traded in my PlayStation collection for complete Dreamcast collection. And I regret it now in hindsight, but back then, you know, it had elemental gimmick gear, and I really enjoyed that on the Dreamcast. That game is crazy expensive now. But I digress, and the Tendak really does do well with colors, textures, shapes, that type of stuff that you like in gaming. Alright folks, rant, rave, love, hate, you know, as a little aside, my son PJ was born February 18th of 2018. So if I haven't been on the channel a lot lately, that's why. Have a good one, folks.